We've seen tremendous growth with our wine region, being the Yadkin Valley wine region, and we are working tremendously with our partners in Wilkes County and Yadkin County and collaborating with them to spread our advertising out. So as I see that growing still, we've had new vineyards that just opened this month, new wineries. We've also expanded our food trails. We have some unique food that's to our area, the Ground Steak Trail, Surrey Sonker Trail, which no one else can claim. So those are some unique items that no one else has, and that has really helped us as well. Of course, Mayberry is still our biggest hook and will continue to be very important to our tourism. But there's a lot of other things that are bringing people to our area. We're a big wedding destination as well. We have a lot of wedding barns, a lot of higher end restaurants that have come around since I've been there 20 years, created some of the vineyards. So I see a big future for us. And then having the viticulture and enology program at our community college is also training those students coming into the industry that can create the marketing and grow the grapes and also make the wine. So I think we've got a really good future ahead of us.
Again, it's a huge challenge. It's inevitable. I tell people, and from a tourism standpoint, we want to maintain that charm and that when you walk into the village of Pinehurst and you see a picture from 125 years ago, it looks almost exactly the same. So how do we maintain that quaintness and that southern charm and the reason why people come to Pinehurst and Moore County to get away from the stresses of the big cities and things like that, and they see Pinehurst and there's so much romance associated with that name. How is that going to change? And is it going to change for the better or for the worse? So we're all trying to work toward what's going to be the best way to. We know golf is going to grow for sure. There's going to be a lot of business and industry, and even north of us with VinFast and Toyota and Wolfspeed, all those industries are going to have a huge impact on the northern end of Moore County where there's a lack of infrastructure. So water and sewer is a big thing with our county commissioners. So you can go through a list of things over the course between now and 2030. That part of the state is going to be interesting what the growth's going to be like.
I think it's, like he said, inevitable that they have to experience that. It's inevitable that it will affect us in Richmond County. So I think the spillover from that growth, which we already have a lot of as it is, but that coupled with the growth of our established things that are already bringing so many people from racing to, we have a motocross track in Ellerby that's way off. You would never know that it's even there off the road, and you drive through the woods and then there's thousands of people and their RVs that are there. There was a tournament about a month ago and there was a guy competing in it that was from Cuba. So I think just the growth of those things, which is another continuation of COVID, people got really into their sport, especially if it happened to be something that was conducive to doing during that time period. They got even more engaged in it. So I think those two things coupled, the growth of ours and the growth of his, is really going to leave. I've thought several times this year, this county is going to be completely different in 5 years. Just the things that I've seen in my 4 years in tourism.
Awesome. Okay, so our goal, I think, would be to see North Carolina be a year-round destination that's the best travel destination in the South. And I say that because we don't include Florida in the South because it's not really Southern. And I think we have an opportunity to grow in a smart way, and a lot of other states haven't done that. And I think we've got the foresight and the people that care enough to do that. And that's our hope, is that we grow it to be the biggest destination in the South, but do it in the right way.
So, continued growth, more restaurants, more hotels, more investment, more visitors. And why is that? I work every day with restaurateurs and hoteliers who enjoy in North Carolina a very positive business climate. This is a good place to do business, and we as an industry should never take for granted the fact that we have policymakers who understand and appreciate the work that we do every day. They love the state, and we're a state that makes it easy to run a business. We don't have oppressive regulations, not too many worrisome rules and regulations. It's a good place to do business. So I think because of that, we're going to continue to see more investment from private sector businesses who choose to come here. And that will in turn grow the product, bring more visitors, and continue growth.
So again, on the I-95 corridor, we are going to be developing a new interchange, an existing interchange, but we have investors that have already invested in that, hoping for the rural tourism program to happen, but even if it doesn't, this interchange is going to grow. So we're getting new hotels and new restaurants. And it's sort of the welcome mat for North Carolina. As you enter North Carolina from Virginia, there'll be this brand new exit with all of this new activity. And then we have another exit down the corridor just a little ways that we're trying to run water and sewer to, so that can also develop. So I think we're really excited about the new development along the corridor, visible from I-95, and then hopefully that'll bring people off the highway, and then they'll tour the rest of the county and the rest of North Carolina from that sort of jumping off point. It's going to be a busy couple of years coming up.
Yeah, so I would say, the last 18 months has been a lot of fun. I think for everybody around this table, it's been, business has been great, conventions, meetings is back, our sports tourism in Greenville and Pitt County is great, especially with the addition of the Little League Softball World Series. So we're good there. The growth that we're looking at in the next few years is really in our hospitality amenities and products. So our city center right now is really undergoing a lot of transformation. So within the next 3 to 5 years, there's $500 million of investment scheduled for that downtown area, private and public projects. So we're looking forward. We think that the future is very bright. We're looking forward to adding more to a leisure and tourism component to the city of Greenville, which has been in the past more university and medically related with our hospital. So we're really excited about what the future holds.